All right, so we're pretty much already warmed up. I warmed up basically tricking, and what were you were jogging and stuff.
Yeah.
Josh is just doing his thing, man. Just doing his thing.
Just doing his thing. What's up, Home Slice? Lucas here. So today I have for you guys a back to school, full body, body weight workout. Me and my friend Josh are gonna run through the whole entire workout. No gym required, so we're not in the gym. The gym was actually closed. So we're doing this completely outside, completely body weight. So basically, I'm making this video because I know a lot of you guys are back in school. You know, you might not have all the time in the world to train. This is a super simple body weight workout. It's super effective. Help you stay in shape, get in shape, perform better, keep your performance up. So we are both warmed up at this point. I didn't film the warm up. You can do like 10 to 15 minutes of jogging or any form of activity. I was actually tricking, which is like flips and stuff. Josh was like running around in circles. I don't know what the heck. I'm just playing, man. No, he like jogged a mile. So what we're doing here, first working set, is we're doing max push-ups till failure with good form. That's the key point, good form. If the form starts to break, that's when you stop. So we're doing 3 sets, 90 seconds of rest between each set. I'm not going to just let these 90 seconds between each set just sit here. I'll cut it. If you are following along rep for rep, I guess just pause the video and take 90 seconds of rest. Alright, so after 90 seconds, we jump straight into the second set here. Trying to maintain that good form, trying to get that squeeze, feeling the chest work, keeping those shoulders nice and tight. Little tip to really help your push-ups feel solid. You want to kind of like squeeze your armpits. Pull your almost arm into your shoulders, tighten up that upper core. It'll really help your push-ups feel more solid, help more muscle activation. So yeah, both Josh and I are a little disappointed here. We both underperformed what we were thinking. I was going for 100 push-ups in 3 sets. Didn't even get close. I think I was a little pre-fatigued, or maybe I'm just a weak sauce baby. I need to step up my game. But hey, that's what this back to school workout is all about. No shame, okay? Maintain that good form throughout the 3 sets. You don't want to be doing any like arching of the back or anything like that. You want to try to keep your back totally straight. Keep that core flexed and tight. Really try to focus on pushing through the arms, through the chest, the delts, triceps. Wow, this last set looks kind of weird. But, and wow, we're also getting super fatigued. Whew. Didn't even get like 20 reps on that last set. Man, I got some work to do. Man, we got smoked. But hey guys, that's what it's all about, okay? So don't feel intimidated or anything. You know, just do your best. You'll make progress if you do your best. And do your best with the good form, because that way you'll know next time on the next workout what you need to beat. Because if your form starts getting sloppy, then you're just going to be like, you know, you just be cheating more and more, and you won't be able to really keep good track of your progress. Alright, so that was the first exercise, 3 sets, max push-ups, good form, 90 seconds of rest between each set. Now we're moving on to pull-ups, okay? I know I said no gym equipment, but, you know, we're not using traditional gym equipment here. We're actually hacking this and using this soccer net pole to do our pull-ups on. You can feel free to use a tree branch or anything you can really do pull-ups on. If you have a pull-up bar, you know, definitely use that. You can get one of those in-between door jam pull-up bars. Great for, like, you know, apartments, dorm rooms. So what I'm trying to do here is 10 pull-ups for 3 sets, so 30 total pull-ups, 90 seconds of rest between each set. So I'm going for 10 right here right now. I'm trying to keep my back pretty tight. Oh my gosh, I'm getting skippy. To be honest, like, my form is worse than I want it to be watching back this video, so it's a good thing I'm watching this, because I'm gonna definitely fix that next time. But, you know, that's a side effect of being pre-fatigued. You know, from the push-ups and from the tricking session. You know, just try to keep it as good as you possibly can, though. So now you can choose to lock it out when you go all the way down, or you can keep a little tension on the muscles by almost going all the way down. You want to keep your scapula protracted. I don't know if I'm doing a good job showing that right here, honestly. So literally, just like the push-ups, a good pull-up tip is, you know, try to keep those armpits pushed in almost, like try to bring your arms into your armpit, like you're squeezing together. It just really helps stabilize all the muscle groups. So, shameless plug, what Josh was actually reading right there was Bodyweight Beast, and the reason he was looking at that is it was actually one of my like old programs that I use, so it was like ancient, honestly. And it just had some reps that I did on that day. And this isn't actually a specific workout from Bodyweight Beast that we're doing here, but we are basically kind of combining day 1 with day 15 from that program. So he was looking to see the reps I did to see if he could beat me. And I think we actually both got smoked by previous me right here. And wow, these pull-ups look ridiculous right now, honestly. I'm glad I'm watching this back. One good thing that I'm doing though is like I'm not really kipping too much. Wow, this is sad. So yeah, those are just some reps that I recorded, you know, in the program from like 3 years ago. Yeah, we got smoked. Alright, now we're moving on to core. So what we're gonna do after this little kumbaya right here is we're doing L-sits supersetted with planks. But the planks, we're gonna do one arm up, the other leg up. So, and then we're gonna switch, you'll see. We're only holding the L-sit for 10 seconds. 1, because we're both feeling weak sauce. 2, because we're supersetting it. Okay, and we're gonna do this 3 times, and we're only taking 60 seconds of rest between each set. Now with the plank, we're doing one arm up in the front and then the opposite leg up in the back. This just further helps stabilize the core, or work the muscles to help stabilize the core. And then we switch after 10 seconds. So one set is only 30 seconds. You want to squeeze the core, but try to protract the scapula, keep everything tight, glutes tight, shoulders tight, everything tight. By the way, current body weight about 193. You can kind of tell I'm looking pretty heavy in this video, which is not a bad thing. You know, that's resistance that we're going to be working against to help us build the muscle. Now if I was like obese, then it becomes a bad thing, but just a little bit over like, you know, 185, which is where I really sit pretty good around. You know, it can be a good thing for causing more resistance. That's another story though. I don't know Josh's current body weight, but to his defense, just if it looks like he's dying here, he actually did weight train before he came out here, warmed up again and did this. And on top of that, he just got back into weight training after he graduated PA school, so he's probably really sore. I'm doing this for my actual workout right here, so he's helping me out. Honestly, thanks to him, because I feel like it makes the video a little less lonely. Also, he's pretty fatigued, just throwing that out there. So another set in. We're only doing 60 seconds of rest between each of these sets. Now, one little thing I should have said is, like, if you can't do a L sit with straight legs, you can always tuck the legs in. Do a tucked L sit until you get the flexibility, until you get the strength. So feel free to do that. You can also do a normal plank. You can substitute that in. Just always try to keep that core tight. Keep those muscles tight. Elbows tucked into the armpits, kind of like, you know. So final set here, just really trying to squeeze the core, keep everything tight. Focus on the muscles working as well as the whole body. That's the beauty of calisthenics, is you really get to focus on connecting the whole entire body through the core specifically, so it's very important. Alright, moving on. Man, look at that handshake. Oh yeah, so I ran out of water. That was kind of the downside of the gym being closed. I should have packed more water because, yeah, felt pretty dehydrated after this. Anyways, moving on to legs. So this is very good body weight leg routine right here. It's a huge superset. We're basically doing lunges, slow and controlled, for about 50 yards. Okay, you can do about 50 yards or about 30 to 50 lunges, almost to failure. Right where you start to really feel the burn. Then when we're done, we're at the end there, we're gonna turn around and we're gonna frog leap. Okay, frog leap for about 30-40 yards. The thing is though, is like if you're in a limited space, you can do these in place by stepping back and forth. And instead of doing frog leaps, what you can choose to do is you can do jump squats. It's just sometimes when you have more distance, more place to play with, it just kind of makes it more fun. So we're out on the fields here, so we have plenty of room. If you have a field, you know, feel free to do this. Access to a court or something, or anywhere. You can just do this on the grass somewhere. So we're BSing. We should be supersetting this though. Okay, we should be supersetting this. Should go immediately from those lunges to the jump squats here, or to the frog leaps here. Try to keep good form. Try to keep your lower leg parallel with your back, okay? Kind of see how, like, when I land, it's parallel, if that makes sense. And boom. Feeling the burn. Now we're only going to take about 90 seconds of rest between this, and we're going to do straight another superset. Alright guys, back to the lunges. Trying to keep that good form, trying to keep that back straight. Kind of looks like we're getting a little sloppy, but we're both a little tired. That's no excuse. Glad I'm watching this so I know what to fix for next time. But trying to just flex the quads on the way up, squeeze the glutes, get a little bit of stretch in that front hip flexor. That will be on the back leg with every step. Starting to feel the burn pretty bad at about 40 yards. A yard is almost a meter. I think a meter is a little more. Correct me if I'm wrong. So those of you guys using metric, it doesn't matter. Just do about 40 reps. All right, so a fist bump. Why? I have no idea why, guys. This is a little off topic, but seriously, I make myself cringe so hard all the time. Like, I don't know what it is, but honestly, everything has become cringe to me. It's actually a problem. You know what? That's actually a good lesson to be learnt today, because you're afraid of like working out in public or training in public because the way people are going to be looking at you. But the thing is, dude, at the end of the day, everybody is cringe. If you look at something long enough, it becomes cringe. So there's no avoiding it. You just gotta deal with it. All right, and if you want to work out, just do it. Forget what everybody else thinks. Heck, everybody's worried about their own insecurities. All right, and if you can laugh at yourself at the end of the day, you know what? In my opinion, that's a good way to be. All right, don't get too serious. I mean, unless you want to be, but in my opinion, if you get too serious, I mean, it's gonna stress you out. All right, life lesson over. Let's move on. So we're just finishing up this final set here. Superset lunges with jump squats. The burn is real. Honestly, I think it looks like we're holding up better than it actually felt. It actually felt like we were dying. And my legs are pretty darn sore after this. If you do this often, they won't get as sore. But because I'm a slacker, they were pretty sore. However, about 2-3 days later, when I went back to tricking, I have to be honest with you, my tricks actually felt a lot better, a lot snappier. My jumps felt higher. And I'm literally giving the credit to this portion of this workout. Because, first of all, we're working on knee stability, flexibility, doing those lunges, supersetted with these jump squats, which work on explosiveness, strength, all playing over into jumping higher. Now that's after recovering, of course, with good nutrition. All right, you can't just like expect to be better immediately after. DED. All right, finally we're doing some interval training right here. So wow, that looked pretty slow, but that's actually a point I want to make for this first set in this interval training we're doing. We're actually not going full out in our sprint yet because we just did that lunge, jump, squat superset, and our legs are kind of sore and tight, so we kind of need to loosen it up a bit. Wow, that slide though. So we're going about maybe like 60% max effort on that first sprint down to the end of the field and back. So about 100 yards there, 100 yards back, about 100 meters back then if you guys are using metric. So for full-on sprint for honestly about 30 seconds. Followed immediately supersetted by mountain climbers. Now we are taking about 90 seconds of rest between each set because we want to kind of build up more energy so we can sprint a little harder each and every set. Honestly, for the last set we take about 3 minutes so we can sprint all out. So second set there, we're going about 80% effort, looking a little faster than the first set. Our muscles are a little bit more warmed up for sprinting, a little more stretched out for sprinting so we don't get injured because of that first set, and supersetting that with the mountain climbers. Alright, so if you want to get more core activation, if you notice kind of what I'm doing, I'm like crunching in my core. I'm really activating the core there. Not that you can't do them the way that Josh is doing, but he's probably activating more of his iliopsoas or the hip flexing muscles. but I'm really utilizing mountain climbers for more of like a core thing. So I'm trying to work my abs. So I kind of like squeeze my abs in as I pull the legs in. Now you go knee to opposite elbow, and that you know, it's kind of like bicycles on the back, but you're doing them in a push-up leg position. Alright, so for that last set, you wanted to sprint all out and then mountain climber all out for, you know, like 30-40 reps of mountain climbers. Now we're just stretching it out, kind of BSing. Seriously, you don't want to BS, you want to focus. And that's it for the workout. If you guys want to follow that, I guess rep for rep, feel free, you totally can. I would recommend adjusting it for your own personal preferences, so as many reps as you can do with good form. If you can do more than me, that's great. If you're not doing as much as I'm doing, that's totally fine too. You just want to push yourself and compete with yourself. If you guys want to check out my bodyweight training program, check out Bodyweight Beast. Yeah, still an effective program, still going. Thank you guys so much for all the positive feedback on that. OnlyKindsFitness.com. Speaking of all this fitness related stuff, Jacqueline, who's actually into a ton of different types of fitness, is taking over the Only Kinds Fitness channel. She's going to be uploading frequently there. If you guys want to see fitness tips, recipes, vlogs by Jacqueline, so basically Jacqueline's channel, check out our Only Kinds Fitness channel. She's got some videos already up there. Hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for your positive feedback and all your support. Let me know if you want more voiceover fitness workouts like this, anything like that. I hope you guys all have a great day. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video.